What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing the empadronamiento, which is a document that you need basically if you're going to be a resident here in Spain. So yeah, it's basically to prove your address for administrative purposes. It's often required for the TIE, like the tarjeta, so your ID card to stay here in Spain. And yeah, for me it's really important because I'm in the Canary Islands. So if you're in any of the islands like Baleares or even like Ceuta, Melilla, I think is the name of the other regions that aren't in mainland Spain, residents get like a really big discount for travel. So if you want to fly to the mainland, if you want to take ferries, or like even just the bus pass in your zone, in your area, like there's a really big discount. So basically the sooner you can get your empadronamiento, the better. This is the process. So you're meant to book an appointment, which is called a cita previa, online. So every kind of like area has a different website. So if you're in Madrid, if you're in Barcelona or Gran Canaria, you're going to have a different place. So what I would do is I'd Google cita previa and then the region that you're in or the area that you're in. And you'll find a website and then it's going to have dates and times, and basically you choose a time, fill in your details. So it's going to ask for your name, your email, probably your phone number, and then why you're booking. So you can just put empadronamiento or padrón or whatever. So I booked it at my local office, which was basically like a pueblo, and there wasn't really anybody there. I don't even know if it was necessary, to be honest. I feel like I could have just walked in and got it, but I would just book an appointment just to be safe. And for that initial appointment, I think I only needed two things. So a document, so my passport, and rental contract to prove that, I have a place here to stay. And then that was it. So yeah, basically I got there, I went up to the guy, there's basically like tables. Went up to him and then said, I'm here for my appointment, and they asked for my name. And then they're like, okay, cool, sit down, take a seat. And then they basically just asked you for your ID document. So I gave my passport and then my rental contract, and I think that was it. So they asked you a few things like your name, date of birth, phone number. They may ask you for your email as well, and then just to confirm your address. Now all of this was in Spanish. So if you don't speak Spanish, I don't really know what you would do. I mean, I'm sure you could find a way, like obviously Google Translate, or I would just I think a really helpful thing to do is just get a piece of paper and write down all your information, like your name, your phone number, your address, just in case if they're asking you and your Spanish isn't good, you can just show them, or you can just write it down for them. And another note is if your passport is like in another language, like for example, obviously in New Zealand, my passport was in English. So when it came to my birthday, it just had Jan, like Jan for January. And at first, they always think it's June. So just be very clear about the month and the date. If you're showing documents in English, just make sure and double check that they've got the correct details. That initial appointment took about 10-15 minutes, not long at all. And then the guy said, I have to come back in 20 days. He gave me a couple pieces of paper, I guess, to show that he had launched the application or whatever. And then he told me to come back in 20 days. So that's what I did. So I went back online and booked another appointment. I don't know if it was necessary, but I did it just in case. So yeah, I would just do it just in case. So I booked another appointment, and then I showed up. So my initial appointment was on the 11th of October, and then I showed up again on the 3rd of November, and then that one was super fast, super easy. Literally got in, both the people were busy, so I kind of just sat there for 5 minutes, and then went up to the lady, said, I'm here for my empadronamiento, and I told her I had already come here before, and I showed her my document. I showed her the pieces of paper that the other guy gave me at my first appointment, and then she basically just printed it off. It's just a piece of paper. She stamped it. It has I think the signature of the mayor or whatever. And yeah, that was it. So really, really easy. I didn't mention before, but you go to it's done at, it's kind of like the city council building. In Spanish it's called ayuntamiento. So there's heaps wherever you are, there'll be one. Even in really small towns, there's always a city council building. You just go there and get it done. Super easy. I have spoken to other people that have been told other things. For example, they had to wait 5 weeks or I don't know, a month. For me, it was 20 days. So yeah, I don't know, that was lucky, I guess. But basically, as soon as you have your apartment and your contract, I would get this done as soon as you can. So as soon as you get your rental contract, book the initial appointment, because it could take, you know, up to a month after that first appointment before you actually get your document. So yeah, anyways, that's it from my experience. Again, I've said this before, but I feel like in Spain, people can kind of make up their own rules. Like I said, you know, some people get told 20 days, 5 weeks, 1 month, whatever. So do it as soon as possible so you can get it over and done with. And yeah, anyways, that's it for my experience. If you have any questions, you can comment down below and I'll try to help you guys out. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.